everyone! So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is my July favourites. I haven't filmed a favourites video for a while just because every time it seems to get to the end of the month I am super busy and I always forget to film them. I wanted to update you guys about what I've been obsessed with recently, so that's what we're doing today. Sorry, I'm just today's hair is just not a good time, so let's just ignore that and move on to the next thing. So I think I'm going to start off with lips. So I've got a couple of lipsticks that I have been really enjoying recently. So the first one is MAC's Kinda Sexy. So when I was coming back from Mallorca, you guys will already have seen that I bought this if you watched my vlog, but I found myself in the MAC store in the airport, as you do. So I ended up buying this just because I really liked the look of it, and I have got Velvet Teddy, which I thought would be quite similar, but for some reason I just love the way that this looks. It's a matte, and I don't normally get on very well with mattes. I'm normally a glossy lip person, as you can see today, but something about this, I've just been wearing it non-stop recently, and I think that it really complements tanned skin. I have been wearing this an awful lot and I thought I would mention it to you guys. And the next one is Gerard Cosmetics Kimchi Doll. This is what I'm wearing today. This is such a pretty peachy nude colour. This was designed by Sophia Fashionista 804. For any of you that know her, she designed this and I really like it. Again, I think it does complement tanned skin really well. It looks good with a great holiday glow. But yeah, these are just a couple that I have been wearing a lot this month. I have been really loving my Tarte Smoky, I don't even know what this is called, Smoky Liner, Amazonian Clay Smoky Shadow Stick. I bought this as a set at Beautycon. I mentioned it in my haul if you guys saw that with Ash. I have been wearing this non-stop. It's the rose gold colour. So when I just went to Mallorca, this was my go-to. Whenever I went out and I needed to put a bit of makeup on, I just stuck this on the lid because it's beautiful, and rose gold is one of my favourite colours. I love it in jewellery, I love it in makeup. I just love it. It also stays on for a really long time. Most of the time I won't even use a primer with that. Yes, me, primer queen. I haven't used a primer with this at all, I don't think, and it stays on for such a long time, and it's so pigmented as well. Let's just show you a swatch. Oh girl, look at that. It's so pretty. I just love this. It's a great investment and yeah, stays on all day. Next is Essie Fiji. I have rediscovered this as a favourite because I used to be obsessed with this a while ago, but then I sort of moved into the darker nail colours. But now it's summer again. I find that this makes your tan look bomb diggity. It really emphasises your tan. I think any sort of white or pale-ish nail polish really does emphasise a tan. I've not got it on my nails today just because I literally just got my acrylics off and I'm about to get some new ones on for a ball that I'm going to. I love it. It's just such a pretty colour. It's the perfect baby pink colour. I would highly recommend it to anyone if you're in the market for a baby pink colour. And the great thing about Essie nail polishes is that they stay really glossy and shiny. You know how with some nail polishes you can wear them and then by the next day they're all kind of dull, but this doesn't happen. The whole time that you've got this on, it will stay glossy and shiny, and it's really pigmented. It doesn't give you that kind of stripy, watery effect on your nails. It's just great. I don't have anything bad to say about this guy. The NYX Matte Finishing Spray. Now, I had no idea that I was going to like this. I got this in my goodie bag from NYX at Beautycon, and matte finishing, I was like, I've got dry skin anyway, this is going to look terrible, it's just not going to work with me at all. But this is better than my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I almost think that I prefer this to the dewy setting spray as well. Now Ash, if you're watching this, how has that happened? Because both me and Ash have got quite dry skin and we both said that we don't like matte finishing sprays. Now, I forgot to mention it when we were talking about makeup just now, but I want to give a shout out to these three shadows here. These are the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. These are phenomenal. Now that I've used these, I don't want to use a normal eyeshadow, shimmer eyeshadow on the lid because I know how pigmented these are. I am wearing, in the spotlight, I'm wearing this one today, which is a really beautiful peachy champagne-y shadow, and I'm wearing this on the lid today. This pigmentation is like nothing I've ever seen before. It is so buttery and creamy, and that was one swatch, and I think it's because it's oil based, which is what gives it that creamy, buttery, smooth pigmentation feel to it. How can you not love that? It's just phenomenal, and I just love them. I think they're amazing. They're not bad value at all. I don't think I would definitely repurchase more of them. Slight change of angle there because the battery did just die. So obsessed with those Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows, they're awesome. And then finally I wanted to tell you guys a book that I have been really enjoying recently. I don't think I've ever mentioned a book in one of my favourites videos before, but I have to tell you guys about this book. My dad actually downloaded it to my Kindle for me, and it's called The Chimp Paradox, which sounds weird, but let me get to it. It's by a guy called Steve Peters. He is the psychologist for Team Sky, the cycling team, and he worked with those guys to help build their mental attitude and mental strength and mental health, and he's written a book about it, and he's basically giving you advice on how to improve your mental attitude and how to make you think more positively and have a more positive mental attitude. And I am very open with my struggle with anxiety and mental health, I guess you could call it. Well, it is, it's mental health. There is such a stigma around mental health, and it really, really frustrates me because it's not something that shouldn't be talked about. So many people struggle with mental health, and there's such a stigma around it, and every time you mention mental health, people automatically think that it's such a negative thing. But everyone has mental health. It's just whether you have positive mental health, negative mental health, poor mental health, great mental health, however you want to put it, everyone has some sort of a mental health. I think that people need to talk about mental health a lot more than they do. I struggled really badly throughout my school years and my first years at university with mental health. I still do have anxiety, but it's something that I work on every single day, and it's something that you have to know is going to get better over time and isn't going to be healed overnight. It's something that you must work on. But with reading this book, it helps you to, how to phrase this, it helps you to rationalize your thoughts. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It helps you to rationalize your thoughts, because something that is one of the main aspects of anxiety is not being able to think rationally. There's tons of different parts to mental health. I have definitely struggled with depression in the past. It's not something that I struggle with anymore, thank goodness. It's not something that I could wish on my worst enemy, but my anxiety is still an ongoing thing. This has helped me so much to realise that the world is not against you. It helps you realise that this is so difficult for me to put into words because it's such a big thing to talk about, and I don't want to offend anyone by what I'm saying because mental health is such a large topic. This has just been the most useful book. It tells you about the different parts of your brain and what they are in control of and what you let them be in control of that they don't necessarily need to be in control of. I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying there. I'm trying to make this as simple for you guys to understand as possible. If you are someone that struggles with any of the things that I've said, anything to do with mental health really, I would fully recommend you to get this book. Like I said, it's called The Chimp Paradox by Steve Peters. It really has been so helpful for me, and I would love for it to be able to help you guys as well. And I think that's everything I really have to say. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Those links are in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!